Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Chemical Guys Detail Garage. In this episode, I am going to show you guys how to properly prep your surface of your vehicle before applying hydrocharged ceramic spray coating. To begin this process, I already have EcoSmart in my hand. So simply, I'm gonna go and pump up the atomizer, spray the surface. The reason why I am cleaning the surface is to remove any loose grime or debris that might be sitting on the surface, because I actually don't want to be rubbing in any contamination or sealing any contamination into the pores of the paint. Wipe in one direction. Remember guys, as you guys are wiping in one direction, always be sure to be rolling your wrist to always have a clean edge touching the paint of your vehicle. Wiping it. The cool thing I like about EcoSmart, you could use it basically anywhere, especially right now in California. It's windy, it's dusty, it's too cold outside to be washing your vehicle. I'm sorry guys, sorry East Coast, it's too cold for me. So simply go ahead and dry it up or buff off any residue. And now that I have a clean surface, it's time to go ahead and clay bar the surface of the vehicle. Clay barring the surface of the vehicle is actually gonna go ahead and help me remove any contamination that might be sitting on the surface of the vehicle or any contamination that might be in the pores of the vehicle. When I come close to the paint, I could actually see that there's a lot of swirl marks. So I do actually have to polish out the surface to remove those. But before you polish, we always recommend removing any contamination so you actually won't be rubbing the contamination into the surface of the vehicle, which can cause more scratches or swirls. I needed out my clay bar, simply spray the surface of the vehicle that I'll be working on. I'll spray my clay bar as well, and I'll just glide it side to side. No pressure is applied, just simply rub it side to side as you go. Remember guys, always be flipping it to a clean side after a panel. And what clay bar does is basically clean out the pores of the paint to remove contamination that might be sitting on the surface, so you won't be rubbing it in during your polishing step. So now that I did that part, if you actually could see this, the clay actually turned brown. The reason why it turned brown is all that contamination that the paint has. So simply flip it to a new side, do the same exact thing, spray it onto the surface. Excuse the noise guys, it's actually very windy outside right now. Went ahead and clay barred the surface of the vehicle that I'm working on. I'm actually gonna go and wipe it down, and I'm actually gonna check the surface of the vehicle if it's fully clayed. If you still hear some roughness on the paint, go back with your clay bar and simply do the same exact thing. Spray the clay lubricant, glide the clay bar over. You always want to achieve a smooth like finish before polishing. So I'll go and clean side, remove any residue that the clay lubricant left behind. And just by clay barring, I've opened the pores of the paint, and I can see that this paint actually has water spots, has a lot of scratches and swirls that need to be polished out before you ceramic coat your vehicle to ensure you are not coating all those scratches and swirls. So now I'll go ahead and get my hand and just simply touch it gently just to check the surface if it's fully clayed. And we're back guys. I got my Torque 15DA, my orange medium hex cutting pad, my V36. The reason why I chose V36 in this occasion is because we recommend starting off with a much lighter cut than a heavier cut, because remember guys, paint cannot grow back. So I'm gonna start off with V36, check out the cut it's actually gonna give me. If I like it, I'll continue. If I don't like it, I'll drop down to V34. So I'll go ahead, apply 5 dime-sized drops to my pad. I'll get some pad conditioner, spray the pad 2 times to reduce friction onto the paint. Put the cord over my shoulder. I'll go ahead and dab it out. And on speed setting 1, I'll go ahead and spread out the product. On speed setting 6, I'll actually work in the product till it turns translucent or clear. So simply turn on the machine, speed setting 1. So now that the product has been spread out, just like I said, turn it up to speed setting 6 to work in the product to return to clear or translucent. So now that I actually worked the product in that to return to clear or translucent, I like the cut it's giving me. I'll go ahead and give it a quick buff. And I see a night and day difference between this side of the paint compared to this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and polish out this whole side of the hood, and I'll get back to you guys so I can show you guys how to properly apply HydroCharge to the surface of the paint. So now it's time to apply HydroCharge. What you want to simply do is shake up the bottle, give it 1, 2, 3 sprays, put that back there, and go in linear motions, all the way down to all the way up. Remember guys, HydroCharge can only be applied on painted surfaces. Do not apply it on glass, do not apply it on trim, only painted surfaces. And the reason why I overlapped the last pass I did is to give it an even coverage of the surface. We recommend letting HydroCharge bond to the surface anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes. It all depends on the temperature you're actually working it in. If it's super hot, let it sit for 30 seconds. If it's a little bit colder in your area, go ahead and apply it and let it sit up to 2 minutes. It is a little bit cold on the colder side today here in California. It is windy, so I'll let it sit anywhere for 30 seconds to 2 minutes. And once I am done doing this entire pass, I'll go ahead and get this over here as well. And now I'll go in the opposite direction to do a cross-hatching pattern to get even coverage around the whole entire paint. Remember guys, a little bit goes a long way. Do not apply too much. With those 3 sprays, I coated half of the hood, and that's more than enough. So now I'll go ahead and put this down. I'll let it sit on the surface for a bit longer. And now it's gonna be time to buff it off. So simply get a clean microfiber towel, buff it off in one direction, and it comes off with little to no ease. Simply go ahead and buff it off side to side with a clean microfiber towel. And we recommend keeping it out of the harsh elements anywhere from up to 3 hours. Over 24 hours, the hydrophobic properties will actually enhance. So we're actually gonna go ahead and remove it. And we're gonna come back 3 hours later and show you guys the hydrophobic properties outside in the bay to show you guys the results that this gave this hood. And we'll see you guys in a bit.
3 hours later.
And we're back. It's 3 hours later. HydroCharge has fully cured onto the surface. Now I'm gonna show you guys the hydrophobic properties that it delivered. So now he's actually gonna head out to Vegas on a business trip. We're gonna check back with you guys 4 days later to show you guys the hydrophobic properties of HydroCharge.
Day 4.
Hey, what's up guys? It's 4 days later. We're gonna show you guys that HydroCharge is still hydrophobic. This car just came back from Vegas. The water beads on the left-hand side, which is your right-hand side, are very tight. This car has water spots, dirt, grime, debris, but I'm gonna show you guys by just simply spraying down the surface that the hydrophobic properties of HydroCharge are still running strong. So simply, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the nozzle. get into a nice fan motion, and I'm gonna go ahead and wet the vehicle. As you guys can see, the left-hand side is actually, the water's still dragging. It's not hydrophobic whatsoever. Compared to the right-hand side, it's still holding up strong. So this is why we recommend you guys ceramic coating your vehicle. It's gonna make washing easier. Your water's not gonna drag. It's not gonna collect water spots. Compared to this side, if dirt still lands on it or any contamination lands on it, it's gonna stick on there. It's not gonna be good for your vehicle. Compared to the right-hand side, the beads are simply gonna be able to wash away. I'll be right back. Let me go get a towel just so I can show you guys. And I'm back with my towel. So I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is to dry your vehicle whenever you have your car ceramic coated. So simply, I'll go to the surface, I'll pat it down, and I'll wipe in one direction. Compared to the untreated side, I'll go and come to this side, and if I go do the same exact method and I drag, the water does not dry. It just simply drags. So this is why we recommend ceramic coating your vehicle to make washing easier, drying easier, and your car is going to be protected from the harsh elements. There you guys have it. This is why we recommend ceramic coating your vehicle to protect it from the harsh elements, make washing easier. If you guys like this video, don't forget, like it, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time right here at the Chemical Guys Detail Garage.